I've been a subscriber to Peter Lindgren's YouTube channel for the past couple of years, and late last year he made an announcement that he's releasing a new product called the Tri-Charge. It's quite self-explanatory. It charges 3 batteries. It's all in the name. It actually is a pretty good product. I've just received my one in the post. At the time when he made the announcement, I was actually in the market for one, and given the fact that I do follow his YouTube channel, I thought, you know what, let me show support and let me buy his product. And you know what, it doesn't disappoint. It's actually really good build quality. It's really solid. It's got a nice heft to it. It does what it says on the tin. It holds all 3 batteries, it charges all 3 batteries, and you can even output the power, so you can use those 3 Sony batteries to power other devices in a pinch. So it's quite a nifty little handy little charger. It also has slots for your memory cards. So it holds 3 SDs, 3 CF Express Type A, and 2 micro SDs. In the past, my charging solution was a RAV power charger that I've had for many years. It actually connects and powers through micro USB, which is obviously a slow port, and it's very outdated cable, which I don't usually carry around normally. And I think my only device that I would need a micro USB for is this charger. Actually also recently purchased a K&F USB-C charger, but again, it doesn't hold the battery. So if I was to have this in my bag, the batteries would be flying around all over the place and slip out. There are a couple of critiques that I would like to sort of point out for the version 2, and hopefully that there will be a version 2 where they can address some of these things. First off, with it being a tri-charger, you're charging 3 devices and it has 3 slots for memory cards, which I find a bit awkward. And the reason why I say it's awkward, because within my cameras, I have dual card slots. So I typically would need to carry 2 cards at a time. So if I'm gonna bring spare memory cards and a backup card, let's say, for 2 cameras, then I need 4. Or if I have it for 2, then it's just 2. But with 3, I've got that awkward number where I've got now another memory card spare. So it's just a picky thing that I don't really need it for. On top of that, the price of this thing, it is relatively expensive. I wouldn't say it's overpriced, but I would say it's relatively expensive, because I feel like they could make a cheaper version of this if they drop down another charger, maybe call it a duo charger, which I find would actually be a bit more practical in my use case scenarios, being a little bit cheaper in terms of a price of entry. And I'm used to charging 2 batteries at a time anyway, so I don't necessarily need the 3rd battery slot. The other thing as well is that I didn't find that the memory card SD slot very easy to take the memory cards out. It works just as if you was to push down and it should pop out just like any other SD card that you would find within your camera. However, I find this one very stiff and you have to push in quite tight. And if you don't get it quite right, it doesn't fly out as smoothly. It's not the biggest problem, but it is something that I did notice that it's not as slick, let's say, as the SD card slots within your camera. So it's just a couple of things to point out on that part. But overall, you can't go wrong with it. I do like the product. I even ordered another one because I can actually have like more than 6 batteries. So having these chargers, at least as battery holders, is even quite handy, and I can always just keep it on charge here and there. So it works out quite nicely. And like I said, good build quality, simple product, works well, very happy with it. But just those couple of things that I would like to see tweaked in the version 2, or if they release a duo charger. Let me know if you managed to pick one of these up, and let me know what your thoughts are below. Cheers for listening.